What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. We are back now. We're doing another truck review. We are still in the Villages, Florida. We are in Village of Ford, and we are going to be test driving another truck. Now, the first time around, I started off with the King Ranch. Now, the problem with the King Ranch was I spoiled myself. So now I don't know what exactly a good baseline when it comes to trucks. So what I found out was real quickly when I got in the Ranch, I loved it. Well, then the next day I went in with my friend. He has a Lariat, and then I found out exactly how much more the actual the King Ranch had, just a little more features, but it really wasn't that big of a deal. So I kind of overhyped it because it was my first truck. So now we're going to be doing a F150 XLT. Not as high, it's a little bit low. When people usually buy a pickup truck, this is the kind of truck they buy. So we will be doing this is a 2018 F150 XLT. So we're going to test this out. But let's get right into it, guys, all right? This is the beauty we will be testing out today, guys. Right off the bat, I mean, it's white. I love white. It does have a moonroof, which I'm a sucker for. Love me some moonroof. Not that big of a bed, but it actually has a bed, so I'll give you that. Like I said, I think this car is has a little more performance in it versus towing capacity and such. Basic cloth seats, but at the same time you can always upgrade and get a Lariat and get the leather interior, which is very nice. I absolutely love the moonroof. I think this is the coolest thing in the world. It is Florida, so it does get very hot. So the cool thing about it is, actually there's nothing cool about being hot. But when it comes to the winter, from what I'm hearing, it's very nice and it looks good. It also makes the truck look a lot bigger. Like any house, you know, you gotta open the windows to make it look nice. Check that out. Nice big screen. That's how I like it. All right, let's test this bad boy out. So I've seen these before, so pretty much you can unlock your car or so on with a code. All right. As you can tell, it's brand new. It's got plastic still on it. All right, AC is blasting. Music is terrible, but I'm not judging. All right. So this is a demo truck. I'm kind of curious. Wow, that's an expensive truck. Man, pickup trucks are no joke. So this is what we're looking at, a 2018 F150 4x2 Super Crew. It's got a 2.7 liter V6 EcoBoost, which it's crazy seeing that in a truck, but you know what? I've been in one of these as far as a truck with a V6, and they're very impressive. 22 miles to the gallon, which is very impressive considering it's a truck. We just drove a Mustang and it had about the same miles per gallon. So hey, so that's our starting price. It's very expensive, 51 grand. It's scrapped it down a little bit. Total comes up to $53,460. So yeah, it's not the cheapest, but at the same time, I mean, you're basically in a house. Like I've mentioned before, it's very nice. Got a lot of features in it. So let's get this bad boy going.
Beautiful, comfortable interior. Beautiful.
Yes, very comfortable. I thought the cloth would be a little bit more on the okay side, but it's actually not bad. And what I like about it is I don't feel like it's a nice big screen. Obviously, we got that. You get your home button, very similar to the Mustang. Obviously, it's the same inside. You got your nice knobs. Once again, guys, you can fit a small baby in this thing. Look at that, it's huge. So, got your cup holders. Now, this one does not have the cup holder in the middle like the King Ranch, but I did see it in the Lariat, so that is the difference here. I really like the height. I feel like I'm in a semi-truck, and you would know, you're a truck driver, so you feel like you're just high up, don't you? Yeah.
Super comfortable, super comfortable.
Love the side view mirrors. I mean, nice and big. It's pretty much like a nice 60-inch TV on the side of your car. You got your nice oh shit handles.
Love this roof.
Yeah, that roof is a plus for me.
That is a killer roof.
I would love that.
This on a cool night.
Cool night. Nice winter, you know, like nice 60-degree weather. Yeah. All right, guys, let's get right into it. All right, guys, we're gonna get right into it. How is this truck How did it pan out? Is it worth $53,000? Well, hold on, let me find out where this, okay, so that's where we're, hey, is that where we're looking? We're looking here, gotcha. I want to make sure that I look at you guys if I ever. So, the King Ranch, I didn't point out, but it actually had a knob here, a shifter here. So, this one is just your traditional pickup truck. It's right on the wheel.
You know, I'm thinking it's a little expensive, but the comfort that you have, the comfort, and I'm sure the power behind this thing to be able to pull what you want to pull, which could be a Sea-Doo, a jet ski, a small boat. I'm sure you have no problems pulling it with this thing.
Got some towing buttons. I mean, I'm kind of new to this pickup truck stuff, guys, but so far it is very impressive. And like you were just saying, we're not a big fan of the price. $53,000 is expensive, but guys, this is a great looking car, especially considering you're saving 10 grand from the King Ranch edition. And that one, King Ranch had like 2,000 miles on it. This one actually has the same amount, so you're actually looking the same. So realistically, you're getting the same for 10 grand more, 10 grand less. You're getting a great truck here.
Pretty much the same quality.
Yep. And not only that, like he was mentioning, was you have your wife, you have the kids in the back, you can cruise comfortably, and you're in a pickup truck. So like he was pointing out, you got jet skis, you got a boat back there. Whatever you want to pull, you can pull it, but at the same time be comfortable with your family. You don't got to worry about some terrible shocks and so on. So let's get this going here. I love how smooth it is.
You're not sacrificing comfort for power.
Steering wheel, very nice, very smooth. Look at the, I mean, I love it. I tell you what, man, every time I drive a a muscle car, and then I come back into one of these, I'm very appreciative. Actually, I'm gonna look over this window so we can, there's no glare. Sorry about that. So guys, obviously I talked about in the last video with the truck, the King Ranch. I'm a sucker for these trucks. I'm not experienced when it comes to pickup trucks, so I'm kind of new to it. So I'm gonna be a little bit on the overexcited side of it. Eventually, I'll sleep at night and I'll go over what went on in my head. But so far, the truck is very smooth. I really enjoy it. I mean,
feels like
nice
you're on a cloud.
Yeah, I'm picking up some speed here.
That's a beautiful pickup.
Yeah, it's great.
Pickup speed is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's funny that I'm more impressed with this truck than I am the Mustang. Very comfortable. I could even back this seat up and be even more comfortable. I don't know what that noise is. Probably because of the rubbing. But now you can see me a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and move this bad boy over. See how it goes. Love the smoothness of it. These side view mirrors are huge.
Awesome.
They have sensors, so obviously, guys, you probably can't see right now because I'm driving. But the lights turn on as you're switching lanes or so on. If I put my blinkers on, or if I'm moving around, it tells me what's in my side view. 22 miles to the gallon this truck was. So I think it was like 20 in city and 25 on the highway, and that's really impressive considering I had a Charger that had the same gas mileage. I mean, that's very impressive, especially as big of a car you're in. Big of a truck, I'm sorry.
This is a heavy vehicle.
This is a very heavy vehicle.
Nice. I could definitely see myself in one of these.
Yep. All right, we'll swap seats a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and give my opinion on the interior while Jimmy is driving. All right, guys, now I am in the back seat. My uncle's gonna be driving, and I'm gonna see exactly how it is back here while he's driving. So you can see him up there. Give him the deuces. All right, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm in the middle. Look how much room I got. If I can, let me go ahead and fix this. Check that out. That's some room. That's the middle. I'll be comfortable. Now, how I am over here, because usually you have a little more room. It's pretty good. I will say that's a lot of room. So,
feels like I'm in a room.
Yeah, it does. Check that out, guys. I mean, look at it. I'm probably we're looking at what, 120 degrees here. My uncle is a truck driver, so he knows a thing or two about driving trucks. He drives semi trucks for a living. So he can tell you right off the bat how this thing feels compared to these big old rigs that he normally drives. How do you feel about it?
It feels great. It feels great. I actually feel like I'm in a semi right now. It's nice and high, smooth, beautiful, beautiful.
See what I'm saying, guys? I mean, it's coming from an actual truck driver. You got your cup holders, your outlets, just like the King Ranch. So the King Ranch did include all this. You want to go ahead and plug your iPhone, your laptop chargers. You want to do your USBs. You got it all there. You got your AC vents there. I mean, it's pretty basic. Not as fancy as the King Ranch, so that's obvious. But at the same time, you're saving 10 grand. So that's a really good deal.
You're saving 10 grand and you're getting the same comfort.
Yep, same comfort, and you're getting the same
power.
And same power. I think that the King Ranch had probably just a little bit more power, actually. But you realistically, I punched it, I didn't feel the difference. I didn't feel the difference between this and the King Ranch as far as power goes. Very impressed. Now this one has the black versus the King Ranch had wood grain. So this is just regular black plastic, nothing fancy. The seats are they're not the comfortable as far as material goes, they're not amazing, but you're in a pickup truck. So they're not as comfortable as the King Ranch. So that's your 10 grand right there, is your leather. So that's, if you're looking where that 10 grand going, that's where it's at. And not only that, guys, the King Ranch didn't even have a moon roof. I'm gonna give you that. So I was kind of bummed out about that. It just feels really nice. Lariat, it actually had a shifter there. Now the shifter here is your traditional pickup truck style, right behind the wheel, just like before. Yep, we're gonna back it up a little bit. I mean, it's got your backup camera, it's pretty nice. I will say that. Nothing amazing. Pockets back here. But guys, I'm 6 feet and I'm very comfortable in the back. I mean, you got plenty of room. You can even tell. Look at that. Perfect. It's got an above head telling you exactly. It's got sensors all over the place. I mean, a couple of more features in the car. But at the same time, it's $53,000 car. So you're going to get a lot for what you're buying. You know what I mean?
I can actually say you're getting what you're paying for.
Yep, getting what you're paying for.
Comfort, power, a lot of knickknacks, a lot of little features. And just look at it. Just look at the interior of this vehicle. I mean, it's awesome. Awesome. How many vehicles you see with a roof that
you don't see vehicle? Nope, not at all.
Awesome.
Now, guys, I want to be honest with you. I'm a hype beast when it comes to cars. So I get in the car right off the bat. You're gonna hear some good things. I'm gonna hype it up. But make sure you watch till the end, because I'm gonna tell you exactly how I really feel towards the end once it all settles. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. My uncle he's a realist. And he's a everyday consumer. I think in the mind like I'm a millionaire, so I feel like any car, oh yeah, this is great, this and that. But he's gonna be real just like anybody else when it comes to actually buying a car. The real life world. The working man pretty much is gonna tell you, you know what, this is a little bit overpriced. And for this man to say that $53,000 truck is actually worth it, means to tell you it's actually worth it. So take my advice for it. We're gonna close up in this video in just a second. I'll see you guys in just a moment. What's up, guys? So sorry for the glare. We are on the way back from the dealership. We're gonna wrap up this video. What did we think about the Ford F150 XLT? It's what it's called. Now you guys know I test drove the King Ranch last week and I absolutely loved it. I was a hype beast for it. I was just excited because I'd never driven a pickup truck. Hold on one second while I adjust this. So that was my first time driving a pickup truck of that magnitude, of a $63,000 price tag. I loved it, I absolutely loved it. But you know what? I rode in my friend's Lariat and I found out there wasn't that much of a difference. So I'm kind of curious to know exactly. I'm gonna start driving more pickup trucks to find out exactly what is the difference between all these models. We test drove the XLT as you guys saw today, and we absolutely, both of us unanimously loved it. We actually loved it more than the King Ranch. Now, did the King Ranch have nice leather? Absolutely. Did it look better inside? Absolutely. It looked great. But at the same time, $10,000 is a big difference.
Yes.
And you can probably get some leather in your car for a cheaper price, and it won't void anything.
But
so
that XLT we drove today is definitely worth the price.
Yep.
It's running what, 53,000?
53,000.
well worth it.
And not only that, he did point out that it's gonna bring it down when you go inside. You're looking at $5 to $7 grand less inside when they bring it in and they start doing the negotiating. That price is just a big price, but they'll take it down, and it looks it's a lot better price. Now Jimmy, like I said, my uncle here, he drives for a living in semi trucks, and for him to say that it's actually a great truck and actually say it's worth the $53,000 says a lot, because he has experience driving in these things every single day. This is just a pickup truck, and he felt like he was in a semi truck.
I felt comfortable. I was up there high, and it has all the little gadgets and features. It's well worth the price. Well worth the price. And I could definitely see myself in an XLT.
That's a family car as well. I mean, that's a family truck. The fuel economy on that car, guys, I saw in the video, is 22 miles to the gallon. It was 25 on the highway, 20 in the city. That's very impressive, because the RTs are about 18 for Challengers. So, and that's a big engine. The reason why I say that's not apples to apples. The reason why is because that's a big engine, and that's what I'm doing the same thing here. When you see a pickup truck, you think big engine, and come to find out that was just a V6, 2.7 liter turbo V6, right? EcoBoost. So it had 2 turbos in it. So, and it actually had a push. We were more impressed with the pickup truck by far than we did with the Mustang that we drove.
And that's crazy.
And that's crazy, because that's a Mustang. But you know what? Another thing that's not that crazy is that Ford is known for their pickup trucks. Yes, they're known for the Mustang, but they are the #1 truck in the world.
F-150, the best selling truck in the world.
If you told me that, Mike, you can't have the King Ranch, you got to drive the XLT, I would be like, oh, okay, well, you're doing me a favor, because I loved the moonroof in it. I loved everything about it. Yeah, it had a little bit of knobs. It wasn't as techie as the King Ranch, but not that big of a deal to me. It was a great car. Great truck, my apologies. And I absolutely loved it. So, guys, all in all, we're going to give that one a thumbs up.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely, we're going to give that guy a thumbs up. If you got this far in the video, I thank you guys so much for watching. I thank you so much for even clicking my videos and liking them and subscribing to them. If you didn't subscribe yet, go ahead, smash that subscribe button, smash the like button. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys truly are a blessing. I thank you so much. Be blessed. I'll see you. Peace.